Hey everyone, welcome back to AndyDemos, and it's time for some pickup demos for a change. This is actually a Les Paul that Duncan sent over featuring their Green Magic Humbuckers, and if you heard in the intro, there's a really special quack that happens with both pickups selected, so let's take a closer look. The magic in this Duncan humbucker set stems from an honest mistake back in the 60s, when guitarist Peter Green had a neck pickup installed in his 59 LP, where the magnet was put in the wrong direction, creating an out-of-phase sound when both pickups were selected. This epic mid-range honk turned out to be a key ingredient in Green's supernatural sound. But it's not just about flipping a magnet 180 degrees. Duncan based these pickups on some of the finest vintage PAFs around, with a formula based on what MJ used in their Duncan Custom Shop wines a few years back. When individually selected, these humbuckers are all about vintage PAF tone, with Alnico II magnets and resistance of 7.7K on the neck and 8.7 on the bridge to help with output balance. With both pickups on and out of phase, you can back off either pickup volume and explore the sonic sculpting brought on by the changing canceled out frequencies, from classic mid-range quack to just a touch of low-end roll-off and mid-range emphasis. Green Magics are available in a variety of cover options to fit your style, and come with a 4-conductor wire for extra wiring choices such as coil splitting or series and parallel wiring. Check them out at SeymourDuncan.com. Let's just start with a cleaner sound, and I want to show you the individual pickups just to get that classic PAF tone, and then we'll get into the middle position here where you start to hear all that phase cancellation, and ultimately you could change that with the individual volumes. Now I've just backed off the neck pickup just a tad, and we hear that low end come in because it's not really getting completely out of phase, but it's still very much a out of phase sound. And I'm not using any drive or fuzz in this video because I don't want to limit the dynamic range, but I am using a little bit of clean boost, and this comes in really handy when you're in that middle position because you kind of lose a little bit of volume. So let me get back to a full, out of phase sound, and then I'll step on some clean boost and we'll take it from there. So you can tell when the amp starts to push a little bit more and you get into that kind of bluesy territory, you really hear where that middle position out of phase sound can really be helpful if you just want to use that as your rhythm tone, and then you could just blast into a lead just by going to the full range of a bridge or neck humbucker. So just warmed it up a little bit on that neck humbucker with the tone, and I've also backed off the volume just a smidge, just to fatten things up, and we'll go to the bridge humbucker for the lead sound. And for the last example, let's just try a fuzz in that out of phase position, because I think it's really helpful in slicing through any kind of darker fuzz or distortion sound, because you have all that mid-range cutting through. Well, there's your look at the Green Magic pickups from Seymour Duncan. As you can hear, that middle position out of phase tone can really just cut through anything. And it's not just limited to, a certain genre or style. You can really just take it any direction you want. You can find out more about these and more humbuckers and custom wound pickups at SeymourDuncan.com. Thanks for watching.